there. All right. Let me share the screen now. Okay, that's it. Screen now. Class non-class, our class. Okay, can I see the screen now? Anybody can confirm?
Yes, sir.
Can I see the
Yes,
screen?
sir.
Okay, so right. Okay. So let's start with this. And I'm Dr. Chandrasekhar, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, and I'm going to take you the environmental studies for this semester for you guys. And yeah, what are the syllabus which we are going to cover it that we need to understand first, and how many marks for internal and external marks, and what is the pattern of examinations for this particular subject. Okay, and let's have this the syllabus content now. Yeah, okay, right. So this is 18CIV59, and the internal marks will be the 14, and external marks will be the 60 marks. Okay, and in internal marks, that's for 30 marks for year test and 10 marks for assignment, or there is a MOOC. Okay, and there are 5 models in this environmental studies subject. Model 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 models are there. So here in the first model, we are going to study the ecosystems. So in the ecosystem, there are all the structures and how it functioning that. There the forest, desert, wetlands, rivers, ocean, and lakes. Okay, and when it comes to the biodiversity, biodiversity, types of biodiversities, what is the value of that, what are the hotspots, threats, conservation, and biodiversity, how it works, this forest wealth and deforestations. Okay, these are the things we are going to study in the first model, and even in the second model, and in energy systems. Okay, there may be a solar energy, or it may be hydrogen, or it may be any tidal or wind energies. Okay, there are many ways of generate the energies. Okay, hydroelectric energy, solar energy, windmill. Maybe you have seen that windmill. Okay, those things. And in the model 2, next topic is the natural resource management. This is the most important topic. Generally, naturally occurring these resources, how we are going to manage it, and some concepts and case studies we are going to study here in the semester. And disaster management, sustainable mining, cloud seeding, and carbon tradings. Okay, those things we are going to study. And in the third model, the environmental pollutions, how the main source of for environmental pollutions, and where is more pollution, where is less pollution, why it is happening more pollution, what is the main cause, what is the main reason for that, how we can monitor and mitigate, and how we can control it. Not maybe it may not be the 100%, at least we can minimize the things. So what are the major the source of environmental pollutions? Those things we are going to study here. And sources, impacts, corrective and preventive measures. Okay, and also the relevant informations on environmental acts and some case studies. Okay, and here there are when it comes to the environmental studies, again there will be water resource management, that's called groundwater and surface water pollutions. It is always happening. That may be many regions, due to many reasons it may be happens. Okay, that we'll discuss in the later stage. That is mostly, I would say now, that is called urbanizations, industries, Okay, many from the manufacturing industries, groundwater as well as the surface water is going to pollute there. Okay, and even from the most of from the mining industries. Okay, and noise pollution, soil pollution, air pollution will be there. Okay, and then the waste management and public health aspects. This is most concerned, especially in the metro cities. Solid waste management, public health aspects. This is most almost all the metro cities as well as in a district level also it's happening there, not in a taluka level because the the population is less in taluka level. Okay, uh, there you can waste, solid waste management, hazardous waste. Okay, e-waste, industrial and municipal sludge. These are all the sources of the environmental pollutions. Okay, and then in the fourth model we are going to study the global environmental concerns. There are some concepts, policies, and some case studies we are going to study here in the global environmental concepts. Okay, and groundwater depletions, why it is happening, what is the reason, that we need to check it, and we are going to study that. And the next part is the recharging of groundwater things. Okay, and climate change, and also there is a acid rain, ozone depletions. Okay, radon and fluoride problems in some areas, not all areas. Some areas they have the fluoride problem in drinking water especially. Okay, and resettlement and rehabilitation of the people. Okay, that's we need to think it. And environmental toxicology. Okay, those things we are going to study there. Right, and okay, so okay, right. Yeah, in the fifth model we are going to study the latest developments in environmental pollution and mitigation tools. What are the the latest development which we can monitor, and we can yeah, can data collection, monitor, and also you can do the management. Latest development, environmental management plan. Okay, and give the some solution, best solution by doing the data analysis uh, for comparing the many years data, how it was there and what is going on now. Okay, uh, the best tools are in to assess the latest developments and environmental pollutions, not only in Karnataka and India, everywhere. I mean, almost all the all over the world. These things are especially the environmental uh, pollutions, especially, and the developments. These things we were studying through the GIS and remote sensing technology. Okay, what we mean by GIS? It's called Geographical Information Systems, and the remote sensing technology. Okay, and in environment impact assessment and environmental management plan, environmental management systems. Okay, and yeah, these are all the things we are going to study in this semester. Okay, and one by one we will go through the detailed things. And here in the question paper pattern, yeah, we have the question paper pattern will be under objective type of questions, and each question carries 1 marks, and you have to answer. Okay, and the duration will be 2 hours. Okay, and okay, and there are some books, textbooks are available in the library. You can utilize that. The environmental studies, Benny Joseph, and some more on the environmental studies of S.M. Prakash, and environmental studies from Rajagopalan or Rajagopalan. Okay, there are some more books called reference books. Yeah, you can go through the books. Principle of Environmental Science and Engineering by Raman Shukumar, and Environmental Science Working with Art. There is a G. Taylor and G. Taylor Miller, and Textbook of Environmental and Ecology. So these are some of the books, reference books and textbooks are available in the library. Okay, and you can go through the books. Okay, and you can study the things. Okay, that's the easiest part. Okay, right. Let's come back to the the syllabus content there. Yeah. So here, the what do you call? Yeah. So that is the syllabus part is over now. So let's go back to the slides of. So here, can you see the slide? Anybody can confirm? Please, can you see the slide now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the environment? Why we are going to study the environmental concerned the informations? Why do you need to study this? Huh? So that's a typical one actually. So environment, it is called. It's just nothing but it's the surroundings, the things. Okay, environmental protections. Okay, it's a science. It's a systematic study of our environment and our place where we are, mainly the biotic and biotic components. Okay, so generally, the environment means it's our surrounding areas, okay, and it's comprises small of all the livings and non-living things and their interactions, okay, and it applies for the practical answers to making the human civilization and also the sustainable on the earth finite resources. So, what are the resources on the earth? Natural resources. There may be air, water, land, life, okay, and also on the land there are some minerals are there, natural occurring minerals and rocks and minerals are there, oil and gas, okay, and also it's a component of includes a biology, study of animals, plants and animals, botany and zoology, that is there in the nature, biology that includes the botany and zoology, okay, and geology. What I mean by geology is the study of earth. Geo means earth, okay, it's a study of earth science, okay, and chemistry, and we have the physics, and also the engineering, sociology, health, anthropology, economics, statistics, okay, computers and philosophy. These are all the things which we are going to study in the environment. So in the environment, we have the biology, plants and animals, living things and all and everything, and study of geology. What is there in the geology? So maybe most of the student might have seen the the mining areas. Have you heard this mining? Just I want to interact with you guys. So have you heard this mining? No? Check what? Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay, okay. Simran, yeah, Simran, yes. So, okay, what type of mines? I mean, the minerals are extracting there in the mining, wherever you have seen there. What type of minerals? Yeah. Maybe iron ore, maybe gold, copper,
Metal.
lead, zinc. Yeah, what type of metals there? Is it that is maybe the iron ore? It's called in Ballari Sandur sector, phosphate. There may be the iron ore mines, and they in Goa, it's iron ore, and in Raichur district, There will be a called Hattie gold mines, gold mining, currently running gold mines. Okay, and Kolar Goldfield, that is very oldest mine and second deepest mine in the world. Okay, and it's in 2001. It is closed it down, shut down the operations due to technical issues. Okay, and also in the northern part of India, there are many more mines are working there, especially in the Rajasthan. You can see the mining areas called copper, lead, zinc mines, and even potash mines. And even in Chhattisgarh, Orissa, and Jharkhand areas, there is iron ore mines for running there. Okay, even in Karnataka, there is a limestone mines and the cement plant. Anybody from Gujarat? Sorry, the Gulbarga. Anybody from Gulbarga, Bagalkot? So that you are familiar with your, the nearest one there in called a Wadi place in Gulbarga districts. There you can see a lot of limestone deposits where the cement manufacturing companies are there. Maybe a Ramco Cement, or it may be ACC, Ultratech, Aditya Birla Cements. Almost all the world, the best the cement manufacturing units are there in the Gulbarga, in the Wadi district, because there is a huge limestone deposit is there. Okay, so this is how the things, and there are many minerals are there in the world, and even in each and every corner of India. This one central government that's called Geological Survey of India is surveyed almost all the India, and we have identified the mineral. Some are proved it, some are not yet to be proved. Those who are proved, and it is not feasible for mining content because of the market price for that. Okay, let's go back to the the environment there. Okay, so here when I go back to the the environment, so okay, this is things. So here, then let's go back to this. So in the environment, what is there in the environment? There's atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere, right? So in the atmosphere, it applies the protective blanket of the gases surrounding of the Earth. That is completely in the atmosphere. The hydrosphere means it compresses all types of water resources: ocean, seas, lake, river, streams, reservoir, polar ice caps, glaciers, and groundwaters. This is a completely hydrosphere. Hydro means water. Okay, you might have heard this hydroelectricity. So it's a hydro means water. Okay, the hydrosphere, it compresses almost all types of water resource, especially the ocean, sea, lakes, river, and also the streams and reservoirs, polar resources. So in the lithosphere, when it comes to the lithosphere, there is called uh, outer mantle of the solid earth. Now it is a lithosphere means litho means rock. It's nothing but a formation. It's nothing but a different types of rocks. That's called a lithosphere. This is completely earth. We call it as a lithosphere. It's having the different layers in the subsurface. What you call it is internal structures of the earth. Okay, the top layer we call it as a crustal part. Central part, the middle part is the mantle, and the internal, center part is called the core. Let me show you that. Let me show you that video for that, so that we can enter the structures of the earth. Yeah, can you see the slide now? It's visible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So here you can see the internal structures of the Earth. This is called a lithosphere. It's in the atmosphere. So here you can see the internal structures of the Earth. This is a crust, mantle, and core. This is a central part of the Earth. Okay. So when you cut the apple or a watermelon, you can see the 3D view of this like this. Okay, it's a crustal part, topmost thin layer in the reddish color one in the apple on top layer. That's called a crustal part, and this crustal part is 30 to 40 kilometer depth. I would say it's a depth. Huh? So then from here to the mantle, this is a 2,900 kilometer, and behind that up to the 6,371 kilometer. Let me show you this. Yeah. This is a lithosphere, complete lithosphere of the cross section. It's a cross section. Huh? Okay, here you can see this. Let me show you something. Okay, this is the surface of the Earth. Okay, this is a lithosphere mantle. Okay, here this portion, it is just cross section of this crustal part. Okay, then this is about 30 to 40 kilometer depth, and here is the upper mantle, and it's having the 2,900 kilometer in the subsurface below the Earth. Okay, just imagine that how it is, and 2,900 to 6,371 kilometer. This is the central part of the Earth. What we have seen on the Earth or on the surface of the Earth, only this much, and we have reached up to the maximum of 5 to 6 kilometer. 5 to 6 kilometer for oil and gas exploration purpose. In the lithosphere, we reach up to the 5 to 6 kilometer in the down below the Earth. Why? Drilling, for doing the oil and gas exploration, and also for exploitation of the oil and gas. Okay, so beyond that we don't know, but you can ask me the one question, then how they are differentiate, how they are distinguish, this is a crustal part and this is a mantle part and this is the central core. Okay, there is a region, there is a method called the lithosphere. They have divided into three parts: crust, mantle, and core, based on the seismic survey method. Seismic survey method. It is it's an indirect method. It is having the it generates the P waves and S waves. What do you mean by P waves and S waves? It's a primary waves and secondary waves. Okay, and these are all called the sound waves. We are passing, or we are netting the the sound waves through the seismic. It is an instrument. Seismic meter is an instrument, and we use it for oil and gas exploration and also for mineral explorations. Okay, so this is how the lithosphere is based on the P waves and S waves, primary waves and secondary waves, velocities, absorption, and reflection, refractions. Okay, based on this we have assessed, and we have done the interpretation part for dividing the crustal. Yes, up to 40 kilometer, the 30 to 40 kilometer crustal part. Then behind that 2,900 kilometer, up to that there is a mantle, then there is a core part. Okay, that's a 6,000. That's one. Okay, this is how the things. Let me show you the. Okay, what is there in the lithosphere? Okay, let me show you a little bit internal structures of the Earth so that you can understand the things. Then we'll come back to the how we are going to disturb the environment. What are the source that we can discuss in the very early stage now. Okay, the crustal part, this 30 to 40 kilometer, it's a continental crust. Okay, up to 5 to 6 kilometer, it's the oceans. Okay, down below that, and the oceanic crust is completely covered with the basalt, the dark colored rock. You might have seen, but you may not identify because you are not aware of that, whether it's a basalt, whether it's a different rocks. Of course, you know that some of the rocks called granite that you know very well because you are using the granite for your construction of the house. Okay, for a flooring, for a building purpose, construction building purpose. Okay, in the crustal part, it's a heterogeneous material that's called your alumina, 30 to 16%, iron oxides, limestone, sodium, magnesium, potassium, and titanium. These are all the heterogeneous materials which contains in the crustal part. It is a completely heterogeneous part. Okay, and rocks and minerals completely covered with this. All right, and in mantle part, still it is a homogeneous material. Okay, till up to the 2900 kilometer. Okay, and here it's a ultra basic rocks rich of iron and magnesium. Okay, rich of iron and magnesium part itself. So very less of silica percentage. Okay, high density and steadily with the depth of this, and still it's in a plastic nature. Okay, and generally the earthquake in the natural disasters, you see that in the earthquake happens, origin of the earthquake from the mantle part. Why I am touching this explaining this internal structures of the earth, there one of the slide in your syllabus that is called natural disaster management is there. There it covers the origin of earthquake, where it is forming, how it is forming, and what is the scale of intensity of the earthquake. Okay, those things. Okay, the earthquake is, origin of the earthquake is from the mantle part. Okay, keep it in mind that. So here is the crustal part. It's having the heterogeneous material. Okay, and that's called different types of minerals, rocks were there. And in mantle part, it is a homogeneous, almost homogeneous. It's only iron and magnesium contains a little bit of silica. Okay, and still it's in a plastic natures. When it comes to the third and innermost structures of the shell of the earth, it's having the clearly it's a high density, and it's almost near the liquid. It's in a liquid state still, and it's made up of iron and nickel. It's made up of iron and nickel alloy materials. These are all the different internal structures of the earth in the lithosphere. Okay, when it comes to the geology, when it comes to the lithosphere, this is a thing, internal structures of the earth. So in the whole geology, we were studying generally the different types of rocks, different types of minerals, and hydrogeology, water resource engineering, that is a part, and structures of the different rocks and in the different minerals, those things. So as I told you that how we are divided this lithosphere, I mean the subsurface of the earth, this is with the what you call this seismic vessels, seismic survey. This is generally we used to done for the oil and gas exploration, but in a bigger size, in a bigger way of exploration, we used to carry out the survey for the what you call this internal structures of the earth. Okay, so this is a seismic vessel, and we are passing the pressure waves, and this is a water column from here to here, and down below this is seabed sediments. Okay, and down below that, this is completely the solid rock strata. Okay, and when they are passing the pressure waves, some waves are partially reflecting and partially absorbing. Okay, and some are completely absorbed, some are completely reflected. So that is based on the intensity of the based on the different rock formations. Some rocks are very highly weathered, those rocks are absorbing some waves, and some rocks are very solid, like a granite rock. It's a completely solid rock, it's reflecting the almost all the waves. So based on that, we are going to assess the depth of the oil drafts and depth of the different rock types. Based on those results, based on those signals, we are going, we have assessed it, and we have done the interpretation for the internal structures of the lithosphere. Okay, this is what all about the things. This is okay. Let us go back to the okay. This is oil and gas. We were not here. Okay, this is what I am showing that. Yeah, this is a lithosphere. How it is there in the down below the earth that I showed you, that I explained you. What are the minerals are there? What are the different, what you call this, different layers, crust, mantle, and core. Okay, so for mining point of view, in the still we are in the surface of the earth. That's called up to the maybe a, I would say it is for underground mines. It's about maybe the underground mines, Kolar goldfield mines. It's a 3,000 feet. Okay. Hello. Anybody has seen the Kolar goldfield? Maybe you have seen the Kolar KGF side, Chintamani, KGF. Hello, Aditi, Akshay Kumar, Anand, Chandana.
Yes, sir.
I've seen the KGF, Kolar Goldfield, or nearby
Yes, sir.
Chintamani.
KGF.
KGF. Okay. Karunya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, in the anybody from the Raichur side? I mean Raichur or Chitradurga? Raichur. No one is there, I think. Okay, there there's active, the gold mining is there. That's called Hatti gold mines. Still, it's running, and they are producing very good gold. Okay, and the thing is, that is the more than 1,000 feet down below they have gone, and this KGF Kolar gold field. It has gone up to the 3,000 feet, and it's the world second deepest mine in the world. Due to technical issues, they have closed it in 2001, and again they are going to open it due to there are a lot of still gold is left in the what you call in the waste dump, the dump yard, and there are some environmental issues. It may happen. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. And as I told you that environment, each and everywhere, when you go for construction of the houses and layout planning, and for road construction, railway construction, tunnel constructions, and even for the mining, there will be environmental issues. So I would say the even in mining areas, if you want to get the mining lease, you need to get the forest clearance, environment, forest, ecology and environment, and also from the local authorities. Okay, this is a very, very, very strict action. Especially we need to say the environment. That's the most important part is here. Okay, and because of that, they have many laws are there in that. Okay, right. So here is the lithosphere. It has the lithosphere now here, and most of the the environmental pollution is especially coming from the mining activities. But still they are taking the lot of environmental the related issues, and they sort out maybe maybe 50 to 60% they can sort out the things. The water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution will be there always. Okay, and then next is that it's the main source of it. So in the environmental science, what is there? It is a multidisciplinary nature. Okay, there is ecology, biology, as I told you, that chemistry, atmospheric science, oceanography, geology, anthropology, sociology. So all together, we call it as environmental science. That means each and everywhere there is a environment. We need to save it. We need to protect our environment. We need to protect the nature. Okay, that will protect us definitely. Okay, and the thing is, most of the place where in our syllabus. There is sources of that. In the ecosystems, it should be a proper balance, first thing. Okay, if you cut the more forest, there will be a problem. Okay, and if you see the best example of that is if you take the Bangalore city, how it was in the 2000 and what is there in the now. How many trees were there in 2000 and in 2020, if you count the trees, how many the trees were cut down. Deforestation, that we call it as a deforestations. Okay, so we can do the urbanizations at the same time. You need to take care of the environment. If you cut the one tree, you should commit for 20 trees I can put it. This is how we need to take care of the environment. Okay, and there are the things called natural resource management, like sustainable mining. Yes, we need the mineral to fulfill our requirement. Okay, say for example, if there is no iron ore, if you are not doing the iron ore mining, maybe in Bellary sector, or it may be Chitradurga, or it may be from the Goa, you cannot construct a building, you cannot construct a road, you cannot construct metro cities. I mean, you cannot construct what you call the bridges, highways, dam constructions. You need the iron and steel. You need the raw material. Where it is coming from, the raw material? From the mining. Of course, there is a, pollution will be there. We are disturbing the system. We are disturbing the ecosystems. We are cutting the trees. We are polluting the water. But still, we can minimize it. Damaging things, we can minimize it, and we can do the sustainable manner. Okay, and we have to plant the trees and minimize the noise pollution, air pollution, water pollution. That is especially happening from the mining point of view. But we need that for the our survival. Will be there. That is especially from the metro cities. If you take the solid waste management, if you see the Bangalore areas, where they are putting this, the solid waste, and how they are putting, whether they are taking care of the, the environment there, with the solid waste management, there will be a groundwater pollution, surface water pollutions. Okay, if there is a groundwater pollution is happening, definitely there will be a problem with the drinking water. If there is a problem with the drinking water, again there will be a problem for those who are drinking that water. Okay, there is a lot of issues from the the solid waste management, and from the especially from the metro cities. That's a very difficult part. We need to maintain it. Okay, biomedical wastes, solid waste, hazardous waste. Okay, and e-wastes and municipal sludges. Okay, and then global environmental concerns. If you take that, there's a groundwater table is depletion. See, in a Bangalore city in 95 to 2000, in 98, 2000, the groundwater level is very shallow in the sense, even if you drill it 30 to 50 feet, you will get enough water. No need to drill it. If you drill, if you dig in a small well, you will get the water. Even in Lanka, you'll get in 30 feet. Very good water. Okay, but if you drill 500 feet also, you will not get the water. You will not get the water there. So that is because of deforestations, environmental, the global environmental concerns. Why we are calling this is, so we are cutting the trees, deforestation. Okay, that's why nowadays the less rainfall is very less. So automatically the groundwater is going down. When you are getting the 30 feet water, now you are getting the 500 or 1000 feet. So that's almost 300 meter. You have to go down, and even if you get the water, that is a very small quantity. That's very difficult. This is how you need to think about the global environmental consent, and we have to recharge the groundwater. That is another topic we need to think it. And there is some areas fluoride problems in a drinking water. In KGF and Chintamani, this problem is there. In Raichur side, there is some problem in drinking waters. Okay, that is all because of the industries. Okay, that is how I can say. And if I take you the best example, even in surrounding of Belandur Lake, I would say that there's a lot of industries happening around of that, and there are some boreholes are there, and those boreholes are supplying the water for to whom? To the Bangalore people, those who are surrounding there. Isn't it? There is a chemical industries are there because the source of water, very near for them to run their factories, and definitely the disposal will come back to the same the pond, right? And so automatically the surface water will go down to the groundwater through the percolation, and it's polluting. This is how we are getting the lot of diseases, especially in the metro cities. Okay, it may not be the fluoride, it may not be the some other things. We are in the metro cities especially, we are getting a lot of problems. This because of groundwater pollutions, because we are putting the solid waste where there is no proper survey, where there is no proper what you call this uh, foundations. Definitely there will be a groundwater pollution will happens. So there are many things which you need to discuss, especially related to the groundwater and even for environment. Okay, this is all about the things, and major environmental problems coming from the metro cities. There is a different problems. We are polluting the environment. From the mining sectors, there will be another problems: noise pollution, air pollutions, water pollutions will be there. Forest deforestation will be happening there. Okay, and of course, minerals are the backbone of our country. We are mineral-rich countries. We have enough resources. Of course, still we are importing. Okay, but we need a mineral. We need a mining activities, and at the same time, we need to take care of our environment. That's how I can suggest that, because general I'm from a mining background. I'm a geologist actually. I worked for 15 years in the mining sector, mineral and mining sectors, and now I'm in a teaching field. Okay, so I work for the NIT Suratkal, and for the groundwater project. This is the same groundwater drinking purpose, and for mineral exploration mining in Goa sector, and even in Hospet, Bellary sector for diamond, gold, copper, lead, zinc, for iron ore exploration and mining. And I work for some, for gold processing plants. Okay, it's all about the things. There are many environmental issues are there. This because of environmental issues in 2010, there are many mines were closed down in Bellary sectors. Maybe you have seen the news, heard the news, and still those mines are not yet opened. Very limited mines. Those mines are very clean hand, and they are not approached any of the other things. Those mines are only working in the sectors. Okay, that's due to the environmental issues. Okay, in 1998 to 2010, the lot of mining activities are happened, and at the same time, we were really required that time. There's called raw material, iron ore. Okay, we were required that, so we used to extract them. Still, we are extracting, and we have some environmental policies. If you want to take the mining lease, you need to take the permission grant from the ecology and environment, forest, and also many more departments. Okay, that is the only mining department. It connects almost all the departments like electrical, mechanical, civil, chemistry, and also for HR and environment, metallurgy, mineral processing engineers, electrical engineers, almost all the sectors, almost all the departments it connects. Okay, this is about all about today's class. Okay, let's continue in the next class. Then the last quiz for that. There is a quick questions for your this sessions. How you can minimize the the pollution in the Bangalore city? Anybody can answer. Kuber Vijay Kumar. Kuber Vijay Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Karunya.
Yes, sir.
How we can minimize the or control this environmental pollution in Bangalore city?
So it can be done in different ways. And
What is
number
the-
of ways. It can be done in different ways. And number.
What are those ways?
Yeah, sir.
Any
First
of
of all,
ways?
deforestation, sir. A lot of projects were being approved,
Are you
especially
going to cut?
recently.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Recently,
Yeah.
I think so. There was a steel flyover which was being, proposed by the government of Karnataka.
Mhm.
But then it required lot of trees to be cut down in on the way when they were going to construct the road, the
Okay.
steel flyover. So because of that,
Okay.
there was going to be deforestation, of course. Because of that,
Correct.
a lot of people joined hands
Yes.
together, to stop the work so that
Save
the
the
trees
trees.
can be
Save the
saved.
trees and save the
Yeah,
Bangalore.
and yeah, sir,
Yeah.
because of
There are many more
COVID-19.
things. Anybody?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah. That's right. Aditi, can you just say the attendance here? Aditi, Akshay Kumar, Aditi here, no?
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There. Okay. Akshay Kumar,
Yes, sir.
Anand.
Yes, sir.
Is it Akshay Kumar or Anand?
Anand,
Anand,
sir. Yes, sir.
Akshay, present, sir.
Okay. Akshay present, right.
Sir,
Ashwat.
Anand also present, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Then 005, that Anant Padmanabh. Anant Padmanabh. That's not, no, right. Okay. Ashwini? No. Okay. Srujan? Okay. Bharti? Okay. Right. Chandan? Chandana?
Present, sir.
Okay. Chandana present. Right. Chandrika Murthy? Okay. Dan? Dhananjay? Sai. Danya?
Present, sir.
Danya?
Present,
Danya present. Right. Yeah. Got it. So, Girish?
Yes, sir.
Hema? Girish present, huh?
sir. Present.
Yep.
Girish present, sir.
Yeah. Sagar? Yeah. Yes. Sagar? Skanda?
Present, sir.
Okay. Anaparthi? Karunya?
Present, sir.
Yeah. Kuber?
Present, sir.
Leah?
Present, sir.
Okay. Manasa?
Present, sir.
Manasa SH?
Present, sir.
Manish? Manish? Okay. Manoj?
Sir, Manjunath, sir. You missed Manjunath.
Sorry, Manjunath.
Present.
You got it. Right. Manoj, next Manoj baby. Okay, Manusri?
Present, sir.
Okay. Is this Mohammed?
Present, sir.
Okay. Is this Mohan? Mundla Mohan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Namita TM? Namita? Okay. Okay. Next is who's this 037?
Present, sir. Nareen.
Narin Khan, right?
Yes,
Narin Khan, right. Oh, yeah. Neeraj.
Present, sir.
Okay. Suresh. Sorry. Nira, is this? Suresh. Where is my attendance? Okay. Okay. Niraika Suresh. Okay. Nishit Jain.